giving excuses here and there.
Okay.
I think what Olise needs to do, if the players in Europe can't deliver the goods, use the players here. A lot of people who went to Burkina Faso, gave attention to the fact that some of these players, the ones that played the CHAN qualifier against Burkina Faso in Ouagadougou, were the best. They played good football.
Okay.
So why can't you use some of them? That is the question I ask. Because these players they complain too much.
Okay.
Poor lightning, pitch, bad weather. You can't get that all the time in Africa.
All right. So let's forget about that game and talk about tomorrow. The attitude must be different. But tactically, what are the other things that you feel that the coach needs to do? Well,
you see, the selection of players, very key. Very, very key. We lack creativity in Swaziland.
Okay.
And even the Swazi coach said it, that when they realized that we didn't bring anything, formidable to the table, they took up the game. They took control of the game.
Became more confident.
And became more confident. And I think we need a lot of creativity in the middle of the park.
All right.
And we have the players.
Okay.
But they may not necessarily be in Europe. We have the players in here who can do the goods.
Okay. Let's see if Tony Ibitoye agrees with you. Well, I'm told that Tony Ibitoye, Super Eagles media officer, joins us now. Hello, Tony.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Let me quickly ask you, before we talk about what's happening in camp, I'm very sure that Coach Sunday Olise would have read the papers, listening to a lot of people, and he probably will know now that a lot of people are not impressed with the results and the performance. What has been his reaction to all of this?
We understand the fact that a lot of people expected us to beat Swaziland last Friday, but it didn't happen. But objectively speaking, this is a very, very tricky encounter.
Okay.
Because it's a knockout game. 2018 World Cup is the ultimate target. And we have to play a knockout game, 2 matches within a space of 4 days. So for us, the attitude is simple. Friday is gone. The disappointments, the negatives, the positives from the game that we played on Friday. We've picked the positives. We've learned our lessons from the negatives. And we have to be focused on tomorrow. Because tomorrow we must get the results. And the players are resolved into getting a result. The coaches are resolved into getting a result. The Nigerian Football Federation are resolved into getting a result. Okay. And so all our energies now are channeled towards getting that result on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Okay. So we don't want to be bogged down too much by the negative talks, by the praises, the criticisms that have trailed what happened on Friday. Because ideally speaking, what we should be doing now is planning and ensuring that we are able to bring out our qualities, display what we have to do, channel all our resources, and apply all the tactics and the training that we've been having on the pitch tomorrow.
All right.
To help us get the result that we need to qualify for the next one. That's exactly what the team is doing and the coaches.
Okay, let me quickly ask you, Toy, give us updates from the camp. Do we have any injuries to worry about? The key personnel, is everyone intact? And, probably you've seen the training. I know you're not the coach anyway, but what kind of changes are we likely to see tomorrow?
Yeah, the first news, good news is that there are no injury worries.
Okay.
Rabiu Ibrahim had a little bit of special training on Saturday when we got back, and on Sunday. But today he trained fully with the team and didn't show any sign of any knock. So I think he has fully recovered. All the other players, 24 of them in camp, are in excellent shape. Today the training was essentially on finishing, taking our chances, getting us to the end of passes, and being very prolific and being ruthless in front of goal. That was what the coaches worked upon today. The boys, the attitude in camp, you've listened to Martins, you've listened to Ambrose Efe or Genyo Nazi. All that the boys are saying, we are all on the same page. All that the guys are saying and telling Nigerians is that, look, on Friday, we don't want to give excuses for whatever happened. We don't want to complain about whether the pitch was good or the lighting was not good or anything. that is in the past. What we have to do is to put ourselves together, prepare well, and get a result tomorrow. There won't be any excuse if we don't get a result tomorrow. That's exactly what everybody is saying.
All
and
right.
I'm happy that the boys are focused on that. The coaches are focused on that. And the quality of the training that we've been having has been very, very impressive. And all our expectation and our hope is just that tomorrow, all these things that the coaches have been doing, all the hard work that the players have been going through in the last couple of days, we can apply it on the pitch tomorrow, play to instruction, and get the desired results. That's what we are going to be doing tomorrow. And I want Nigerians to go out there and support us and help us to achieve this. There's no cause for us to worry. There's no cause for us to raise any alarm. We will get the job done tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'm here with Oyewuchi Wachuku, and he's interested in asking you a question. But let me quickly ask you this. We've read a lot of things about the coach of the players from Swaziland and made a lot of veiled threats. Should whatever they are saying be taken seriously? From what you saw, I mean, you experienced it firsthand. Are they likely going to pose any serious threat?
The Swazis, you mean? I've been saying a lot. You know, this is football. There's a lot of psychological warfare that goes into football. There's a lot of mind games that goes into football. And this is not the first time that the team is coming to Nigeria and they will be promising that they are going to beat Nigeria, beat us silly, do all sorts. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. For us, we will rather allow our talking to be on the pitch tomorrow. The boys are motivated. To put on the green, white, green, and represent 170 million Nigerians is enough motivation in itself.
Yeah.
And to be at the 2018 World Cup is another major one on its own. So the boys know what is at stake. They know what it means to represent 170 million Nigerians, and we are all focused on getting that job done tomorrow. We want the game to start, and then we are able to show what quality we have, why we are called the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and go and deliver the ticket to the third round of the 2018 World Cup. That's essentially what is behind us at the back of our mind now, and I'm optimistic that tomorrow we will achieve it.
Well, Tony, I don't know if I've read the reports about the players taking part in penalty shootouts after training today. If it's true, Tony, is that an indication that the coach is already thinking that the game could end in penalty shootouts?
Well, we practice penalty shootouts from time to time. It's not just because of this game. You know, we could have a penalty during the game. The coach will need to get our best player to put it away. So penalty shootouts are something that the boys even use amongst themselves. Let me give you an example of yesterday. Alan Pasu boasted to Ahmed Musa and Wilfred Ndidi that he was going to save their penalty kicks. I mean, these are what players just do among themselves from time to time. So it's not as if we are playing for a draw tomorrow and a full time and extra time, and then it goes into penalty. But then at the same time, you also need to understand that football, anything can happen. What if at the end of 90 minutes there are no goals and we need to go to extra time? So we don't take anything for granted, and it's just part of the game that the coach decided to try that out. And I'm optimistic that tomorrow in 90 minutes the job will be done. But if it requires 120 minutes or penalty kicks for us to get it done, we'll get it done all the same.
Okay, well, Ibitoye, thank you for your time on the show. We really do hope that next time when we speak, we'll be talking about the victory for the Super Eagles. Okay, so...
Yeah, thank you, Yemi, thank you.
All right, that's the Super Eagles media officer, our own Tohi Ibitoye. Well, there's really nothing left to be said. I guess we just move on the show and talk about the 2018 World Cup qualifiers. All right, that's what you have on screen now. First leg results and matches to be played. We've talked about Nigeria, Swaziland, at length, Cameroon. I mean, 85. In fact, they've done 95%. If you ask me, they're playing at home. They have a 3-0 advantage. Congo Brazzaville will take on Ethiopia 4-3 from the first leg. Congo Brazzaville also do have one foot planted in the next round. Ghana escaped at the Comoros Islands. Those guys got a goal. It was disallowed. I saw that game. I thought it was a goal, but it was disallowed. But you could fancy the Black Stars to do the job at home. Egypt as well. I have a goal to cancel out against Chad. Côte d'Ivoire takes on Liberia. The Ivorians have a slim 1-0 advantage. which I think is also very, very good. South Africa